Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Here we are in the final round in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. We are racing at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna, Seca for 15 laps, and we're going in to take the two choices of a Group 4 category will be selected, because this is going to be the most epic showdown. We'll be going in to be on the same track. It's the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 versus the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. Will be ready to go. So be on the lookout, because the grid start with a false start check will be going in at the type. But this one might have a lot of practice before we will get started to do some strategies. But make sure this one might have to take two sides. We'll be going in to be taking on the most grueling battle ever yet. So I'll be willing to be part in Team Chevy by using the Corvette C7 Group 4 will be selected. And also for the Porsche, we'll be going in to do the second, but maybe this one might have the choices will be made by having a point race entry will be available at any time. So we all know about the balance of performance regulations will be setting up automatically, because this will might take a lot of good moment out there before we will look forward to the finals, because this is going to be the most final showdown at the end of the first season. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the final round of the Nations Cup in the first season, and let's begin. Here we go, folks. It's the final round in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series Nations Cup is about to begin. It's Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 versus the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. We have Laura X050 in first place, and here's Cyrus Rex is my dad in second place. Followed by the third place driver is Wick62. It's about to be ready to go. The fourth place driver is Nabel45 is now going in to take the white Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And we have KJohn95 is here in fifth place. Coming in onto the sixth place driver is now live streaming is Kingpick Dog is about to get ready. And here's Double Bag Sturdy is now taking seventh place. And here's for the eighth place is myself in the UDRS in Sportec livery of the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. Hassel Strupp is now taking 9th place to be having an original livery with the yellow. And here's Tahoe is placing in position number 10. A Leon 24 is now going in to take 11th place. And here comes the 12th place driver is I Chooks is now going in. Position number 13 driver is Talk 6 Words is now ready to go and participate. And here's White Man 00 is now taking part in 14th place. Position number 15 is Mother 111 in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. Position number 16 is PR Salopman is now ready to go. Position number 17 is Tractor Fixer is choosing the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. And here's P Hooligan 81 in 18th place. And the 19th place driver is Wesley_J is choosing the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And we have the last place driver is J Birdman 27. After taking 5-point race entries, because this is going to be the last part, we'll be ready to participate. We'll be doing a lot of chances for having a clean race, because this is going to be the most thrill of an epic showdown. We'll be taking part in Laguna Seca. 15 laps, 3 waves will be organized, so just going to make sure to take 5 seconds until we're about to hit the green. And here we go, and we are going underway. Good luck out there, folks. This one might get, oh man, looks like this is going to get a little bit tough crowded out there. This is going to be very tough crowded before we're about to be coming in at turn 1. So let's hit the brakes. This one might get situated out there. This one might take some time. That one might have few Chevy Porsche and will be going in to take turn 2. Looks like that one might be quite very good out there. But hold on, looks like try not to get a lot of drama out. Cyrus Rex, my dad, is now taking first place on the front. Now goes on into sector 2 by taking turn 3 before coming in at turn 4. Look at them go, you guys. Cyrus Rex, my dad, is going in to take first place to be on the lead. This one might have a good endorsement for Team Chevy. Team Porsche will be going to take second place. Now coming in to take turn 5, and that one might have to take the corkscrew, so better get ready. This one might take some prep work and just try to do your best. This one might take a good, perfect opportunity for a clean race. Try not to take full contact because that might take a little bit more effort to take. There you go. Looks like this one might give a good formation out there. And it comes down the hill at sector 3. This is going to be good out to see how everybody can do it. Practice makes perfect. It's the only key of achievement. We'll be doing much clean cornering. We'll be proceed in the first lap. Here comes the final turn. Just going to have to go in onto the lap. Hasselstrup in the yellow Corvette C7 Gr.4 is going in to catch up onto a Leon 24 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And Cyrus Rex, my dad, is going in to take the first fastest lap time by 1 minute and 36.925 seconds. Take exercise caution at turn 1. This one might have a double cone to be placed. It might be possible. This one might take a lot of perfection. We'll be doing much response to be doing the brake balance. Take turn 2. Just gonna have to get closer onto Hasselstrup. We'll be getting a little bit closer to be at turn 3. We'll dive in. Fascinating work. We'll be doing much lineup out there. The spectators really love to see this race. We'll be going in to take much perfection to see how they might have to stay on the line. Goes on over onto turn 5. This one might get onto corkscrew. We'll be going in once again. Swick 62 is going on to take third place, and they're about to be taking on the corkscrew. We'll be going down the hill. Try not to get a little bit of contact by preventing a spin out. This one might have to stay on a good direction. That's more like it. That one might take a good, hold on. Looks like 5th place driver just barely took the penalty. This might be good. This cannot be good. Just gonna make sure, you guys, this race might take a lot of perfection when we're racing on Laguna Seca. And we have Gr.4 is closing in on 9th place to catch up onto UDRS. Just gonna pack up with a heavy defense to stay in 8th place before moving on to take lap number 3. And Laura X50 is going in to take the fastest lap by 1 minute and 28.878 seconds. Now that is going to be quite doing good effort out there to have Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport in 2nd place. We'll be catching up on to the Chevy Corvette in 1st place. Cyrus Rex, my dad, is still tries to keep it up to stay on the defense. That one might take ongoing out there. Just make an FR layout. We'll be going in to take the podium. That one might have a good chances to see how Team Chevy will be doing much grueling battle out there with several Porsches will be going in onto the track. Just gonna have to keep going on to Hasselstrup in 7th place. He could probably have to take a lot of good, oh man, looks like the 5th place driver just barely slowing down by taking the sand trap, and that one might have to drop down onto 6th place. That is so impressive to see another Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport is going down onto the corkscrew. So be remembered, you guys, turn 5 is the only tricky hard part whenever we have to do much upper hand advantage. Double Bags Dirty is now going in to catch up onto Hasselstrup in 6th place. UDRS is still tries to keep holding on, and looks like Gr.4 is going right at me. Just stay on it, and looks like, oh man, that was so close, and this is going to get a little bit side by side out there. It's going to be going grueling out for Porsche and Chevy to be moving on to take lap number 4. That one might take a good epic moment out there to see how UDRS is staying on the line. But heads up, 0.5 second on the penalty to be detected on Gr.4, and we have PR Saltman is now going in to take 9th place. Better have to send it back in. That one might have turn 2 is going right in. Man, that is going to be very challenging out there. just like I just did remember from the last season that I just did my best. It is very much best opportunity, but this season is going to get much harder out there to see how many drivers to be using for the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. But this one might have a rematch moment because Team Chevy never gives up the chance to be taking part in Laguna Seca to be in the Nations Cup. Just gonna have to go up top onto the corkscrew. This one might have the leads towards Sector 3 to be continue on in Sector 2. Stay on the line. Looks like this one might have 2 drivers to be leaving the lobby, only 18 remaining. And PR Saltman is now taking a 0.5 second penalty to be detected. This one might have the opportunity for UTRS, but the going offense for PR Saltman in 9th place will be trying to stay on track for having a gap distance. It looks like he's about to get a little bit slowed down. Just gonna catch up before at the end of the 4th lap. Moving on to lap number 5, and that one might take the slipstream. We'll be going up the hill towards down the hill to be at turn 1. Braking hard is the only solution, but this one might take challenging times, goes with hard measures for the United Defensive Reformation Service. In about a few more miles to go for PR Saltman, will be closing in onto the penalty line. This one might have to leave Sector 1 to be coming in onto Sector 2 again. Come on, just gonna get a little bit close in. Make that overtake. That's the ticket. Put me back in onto 9th place, and oh man, looks like this is gonna get a little bit contact out there. Chooks barely took a single hit. Now, just gonna make sure this one might, oh man, this is not fair. This is unnecessary roughness. Bummer. I almost barely had that chance, and that one might have a 2-second penalty, folks. I mean, maybe this is definitely might become unacceptable. Unacceptable for letting one driver will be having a chance to give some extra space. But maybe this is going to be quite getting a lot of aggressive out there, just like the final race in the Manufacturer Series at Tokyo Expressway South Interloop. Man, looks like this is going to get a little bit tough out there. Dropping down onto 14th place for UTRS gives a little bit world of hurt. Now, I have to catch up with the others, but it's going to get way farther up ahead to be moving on to take lap number 6. We'll continue on. But the harder paces will go, but it has to do much respectful to be taking on for having a chance of a clean race between the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. But this is going to get a little bit much aggressive out there, so just going to make very respectful to be polite. P. Hooligan is now going to be staying on in 13th place to be left behind away from UTRS in 14th place. In about 0.7 seconds, King Pit Dog is now currently to be going in to make one chance to be on the overtake. Come on, I hope I could probably have to catch up. That one might have a few more positions to go to catch up in about a few more laps to go. So moving on to take wave number 2 after the first wave clear onto the first 5 laps. But that one might have Laura X50 is now going in to take the lead. That one might have Team Porsche will be going successful for the win. Cyrus Rex is my dad is staying down on to 2nd place. But come on, Team Chevy. This one might have Cyrus Rex will have to keep going on top and first. 2nd place might take better chances to be moving on to the next season. Taking the final turn, several Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport drivers are now moving on to take lap number 7. UTRS is currently in 13th place to be ongoing. But it takes a lot of effort out there to be taking a few advantage to be at the first turn. Going on the inside of the apex at turn 1 before going in at turn 2. But keep a good eye out whenever a mistake happens. Better pull out the yellow flag. We'll have to proceed forward. For many drivers, we'll have to take on for a different position. Now goes in onto sector 2. Just going to dive down onto turn 3 and watch out for the sand trap. This one might get a little bit hard out there. We'll be doing steering response. Goes on in onto turn 4 to reach the hill at turn 5. P. Hooligan is now going in to catch up onto Wesley_J in 11th place. but that one might take a few chances to be going off the track to be getting slowed down by the sand trap. Goes back in onto the corkscrew, and hold on, looks like this is going to be doing much brilliant overtake for P. Hooligan. UDRS is doing a little bit late braking, but this one might have to do the right thing. Sector 3 goes down the hill once again, and everything goes a little bit harder out there, but UDRS has everything to set up the defense while King Pit Dog is doing on the live streaming here. Take the final turn, moving on to 12th place, and hold on, looks like King Pit Dog is going in to take the offense. UDRS will have to go for the defense, will have to go hard. And here comes lap number 8. Moving on to take the turn 1, we'll be doing successful to do the usual way, but everything has to get much harder out there for Team Chevy. So I hope Cyberspecs is my dad is still tries to catch up onto Laura X050 is now moving on to stay in the same position. The battle for first place is going underway, but it takes a lot of effort strategy for only a single driver in the Corvette C7 Group 4 will have to take much better motivation, will be doing successful higher rate of opportunity. Just keep going. Looks like this will might have to take every few chances to catch up onto P. Hooligan 81 in 11th place. Wesley_J is going to be taking on for a grueling defense to stay in 10th place. And hold on, King Pit Dog is going in to take the element of surprise. UDRS probably have to stand a chance, and oh man, that was so close. King Pit Dog is now going in to take 12th place, and Wesley_J is taking a slow down recovery at the corkscrew before coming down at sector 3. Maybe this is going to get a little bit, oh man, that was so close. That was literally so close, and that one might get a little bit pounded efforts to be moving on to have Porsche Cayman Gr.4 Clubsport will be doing the advantage. Maybe if I could probably have to switch over to Team Porsche, but maybe this is going to be having a no turning back for having 5-point race entry. But anyway, 2 manufactured car brands to be in the Nations Cup is going to be quite very important. Coming in onto the 9th lap, PR Saltman is now going in to take 13th place to be dropped down, and King Pit Dog is going faster to be in 11th place. Moving on to sector 2 at the 3rd corner is going to be going dived in, and UDRS will have to do the same by having an overtake to be moving on to take 13th place. And meanwhile for the top 3 drivers, Swig62 is now going in to take 3rd place. He's about to get a little bit closer to catch up onto Cyberspecs is my dad in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. But come on, looks like that one might have a few more distance to go to reach up onto the 2nd place driver. One at a time, take a standard pacing position on the corners will be doing respectfully. But I mean, it takes many practice by the chance for Team Chevy will be, oh man, it looks like we have a spun out contact out there, and that one might have double overtakes at the corkscrew for UDRS to proceed forward onto the 12th position. Wow, that is so intense. I cannot believe it. A Porsche hitting a Porsche by having a contact to be preventing a mistaken spin out by having a penalty. Maybe this will might have an instant replay to take a good look. This is very not good by having a perfect position at the corkscrew. That one might have serious accidents that will might call out the yellow flag will proceed forward. Only 5 more to go, and we are in the 10th lap. P. Hooligan 81 is now going in onto 11th place, while King Pit Dog is currently into 10th place. Taking turn 3, we'll have to dive in, and that one might have much stronger advantage for Team Porsche will have to keep stronger, while Team Chevy will be going down onto 2nd place. Take much respectful competition race for the Nations Cup. It's going to get much brilliant to see how racing spectacular moments for having a good clean run. But any mistakes does not count, will have to be turned out to be unacceptable. Well, maybe this is going to be quite doing the sound reference from Lemongrab from Adventure Time. Well, I know. It was very remarkable for having a nice moment with that kind of a tone. So here comes the corkscrew. Gonna have to keep going down the hill to defend my position. Motor 111 in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 is coming in to take Sector 3. While several drivers are now moving on to take the 11th lap, only 4 more to go. The rest will have to take a few, will be going in to take the 10th lap, will go in by the end. And we have Tall Stick Woods is moving on to take 3rd place. The Canadian driver is now going in to take the offense to catching up onto Cyrus Specs is my dad. Will be getting a little bit closer in about a few more gap distance. This one might keep going in onto the ropes, but Cyrus Specs is my dad might take a longer defense. Will have to get ready until the 3rd place driver in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport will be getting in. But this is the sign of a rematch for Team Porsche for having a most epic moment out there for Team Chevy. It's going to get a little bit grueling out there for only 2 car brands. Will have to stay together or stay on the slipstream. But we have important further notice on the drivers to be leaving in the lobby for only 16 remaining. 4 drivers have left, only 3 more to go. Will be taking a stand, but I hope if I could probably have to make it in one piece. This has to do it much perfectly to be part of the racing highlights to be in the midnight hour. UDRS takes the corkscrew, will have to go dived in. Motor 111 will have to try to keep up, and it goes down onto Sector 3, will proceed forward onto the next lap in about a few more miles to go. Lap number 12 is on the way for the top 3 drivers. Laura X050 is now going in to take the ongoing effort out there in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. But Cyrus Rex is my dad is still trying to keep holding on after taking turn 3. Now he's going in to take turn 4 to catch up onto Laura X050. Is about to be going in to take turn 5. Just keep going. Looks like this one might have to get a little bit few more efforts out there to reach it up onto Hassel Scrub in about 6.8 seconds. It's going to get a little bit far behind out there for UDRS folks. Take Sector 2, go down onto turn 3. We'll have to do a perfect turn, but the understeer effect is going to get a little bit opposite on the FR layout, but it might take few advantages. We'll be doing much practice for every time in the same track for only 2 cars. We'll be doing much practicing. We'll have to take plenty more cornering skills to go. And hold on, yellow flag just called in by having it alert. P Hooligan 81 just barely took a hit on the sand trap. That one might have UDRS will move forward to take position number 11. And it goes down onto the corkscrew, but this one might have to slow and steady, and Motor 111 is taking the offense. Going down the hill at Sector 3 once again. Take the apex and take a hard steady at the left and goes in onto the right. Maybe this one might have an instant replay to see how P Hooligan just barely lose control after turn 5. But maybe this one might have to take a good investigation look during the race. So here we go. Lap number 13 is going in. Only 2 more to go. Cyrus Rex is my dad is still staying in 2nd place to be ongoing, and Tall Stick Woods in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport is keep pushing in on the offense to reach up onto Cyrus Rex in 2nd place. That one might have a few more gap distance to go for every top 3 drivers out there before moving on to take the corkscrew. But it was going to be quite very difficult for this race for everyone. They did their best, but it takes a lot of few more chances for having a live stream and video recording at any time, at any place. We'll be doing much perfect moments to be on a competition race in the Nations Cup. After 6 rounds in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series, this one might take a most successful race finish for doing the most successful driver out there will be taking on into the top 3. But hold up on. 2 Corvettes are now going down onto the corkscrew. Motor 111 is going on the inside to take 11th place. UDRS will have to do the same to do the right thing. And it goes on to take Sector 3. Look at this. It's going to be a red and blue. We'll be having much successful moment out there before taking on the final turn. And we have Tahoe is closing in, so just gonna have that final turn. We'll keep it nice. Very good and very impressive. Stay on the line and stay on the slipstream. Moving on to lap number 14, only one more to go. The final lap is coming near, folks. This will be having Laura X050 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport will be taking home the finish line. It's going to get a little bit harder out there for several drivers in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport, and Chevrolet Corvette C7 Gr.4 is going to get a little bit struggle out there to be on the battle in Laguna Seca. But hold on, Tahoe is about to get a little bit close in. UDRS will have to do a quick defense. Motor 111 is going faster to be on the offense approach, will increase the gap distance and take turn 4. Staying on track, will have to go in on the inside. Taking on the short straightaway before coming in at turn 5 is about to get a little bit tough. Impressive. Motor 111 just barely successful by touching the apex, will be going safe. And now it goes on to the corkscrew once again. This one might have the opportunity for UDRS, will go down quickly. Leaving Sector 2, coming back in onto Sector 3. And here comes the final lap, folks. Laura X050 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport is going right at the focus to reach the finish line at first place. Several drivers have come this far, will have to try to keep up before next season. It's about to going much different. Will be taking part in the 2021 series. Here we go, and let's do this. The final lap is about to come to arrive. This one might have one last battle out there. Tahoe will be taking the offense while UDRS takes the defense at turn 1. Blocking effort will be coming in at turn 2 while Motor 111 is going in to take the second corner. Just gonna have to keep struggle out there. Tahoe is keep pushing in at UDRS before coming in at Sector 2 at turn 3. Keep an eye out. This one might have a good successful finish while Laura X050 is going in to take the final stretch. Wait for the checker flag. This will be it. This is it. Laura X050 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport takes the win. Team Porsche wins the 6th round in the first season of the 2021 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. Team Porsche takes the successful win in first place. Team Chevy goes in second place. What in the most fantastic one-on-one struggle battle out there. That is so impressive and very challenging. I cannot believe it. Everybody did their best, and it is quite possible whenever they have to try to work hard. And we have Cyrus Rex is my dad is taking second place by the finish, and Swick 62 takes third place. Everybody is going forward to take the finish line, and oh man, this is not good. Tahoe is taking a friendly contact at UDRS, will have to take the finish line, and I mean, this will might take a 13th place finish for the United Defensive Reformation Service. Wow, cannot believe it. Several drivers just barely took the penalty by a red dot. So that one might have 4 drivers will be marked DNF, will have to proceed forward to the next season. But it is very challenging for Team Chevy, will have to work hard to take on Team Porsche, will be moving on to take the next season. That was the most successful race ever yet, that everybody is very desperate for having a most important clean race. Anyway, results has been confirmed, and that was quite very excellent for Cyrus Rex is my dad for having a second place finish in Team Chevy. Clean race for 13th place for myself, well, maybe 47 points will be having much earned. But anyway, it is quite very challenging. We'll have to work hard. So good thing this one might have some fine earnings, and this one might have a result outcome summary. Laura X050 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport took a successful first place victory win. That goes over to Team Porsche. Will be doing first place to be on a one-on-one manufactured car brand battle. Will be taking part in the Nations Cup. Cyrus Rex is my dad, and the Chevy Corvette C7 Gr.4 took a successful second place by a finish. Swick 62 in third place in the same car like Laura X050 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. Very fantastic work, and it takes a lot of remarkable effort. We'll be doing the FR versus the MR. We'll be taking the most thrilling battle at Laguna Seca. Congratulations to the top 3 drivers for having a good successful win, but it was incredible. Long distance for having a long going defense out there for the top 3 drivers. But maybe this one might have an important lesson for having a competition race. Clean race respectfully. That's how every Gran Turismo player always wants something the most. But dirty race is going to be much worse, that we might have to be very exercised. But I know it is very challenging because everybody really wants to have a much better race, but sometimes just going to have to do a respectful moment. We'll have to take much chances. We have finally finished the final round in the first season of the 2021 Exhibition Series Nations Cup. Goes to Team Porsche for having a good successful victory win. Team Chevy has come in second place by having a chance to reach up towards the top 3 along with Team Porsche. It's going to be the only grueling struggle out there. We'll be doing the most fierce battle for only one-on-one in the manufactured car brands we'll be taking on in Laguna Seca. Just to be remembered, folks, having a clean race is very important. Don't get dirty because that does not count for having an online competition race. Last year was very great, and this year is getting much challenging for all of us. Right now, we are about to get ready to the FIA Gran Turismo Online Championship we'll be taking on in first stage for this year. I hope you really enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, and GT Planet whenever you want. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime, and don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. Thank you for watching for the Nations Cup in the first season of the 2021 Exhibition Series. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.